So every now and again, I bring up my personal life, like not like specifically, but I bring up how my 9 to 5 job, being a parent, being a husband, and doing the whole YouTube thing, right? But I've never actually gone in depths about it, and I know there's a lot of people who do a lot of side hustling and being parents, or you're have a spouse, or even if you don't have that but you're still doing a regular job and doing a side hustle. This podcast is going to be about that specifically. I'm going to talk about how I personally juggle a regular job, parenting, being a husband, and doing the whole YouTube thing all at the same time. I'm gonna try to break down as smoothly as possible my process, my way of thinking, and how I go about it, and how it can maybe somehow help you guys, and maybe apply it to your all's lifestyle, and maybe help you guys out for those of you who are trying to do multiple things all at the same time. So before we jump into this, guys, if this sounds anything like you, can please hit the like button right down below. And now let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, shall we? So I have been mentioning the whole me and my 9 to 5, the being a father and a husband, and the YouTube podcast /live for as long as I can remember, really. It's been doing this YouTube thing for like about 3 years now, and I think I've only started mentioning it like around maybe the year, maybe. I wouldn't mention it in the beginning because it was like I felt like there was no need. But and I hope this helps out a lot of you out there who actually have the 9 to 5 job, or run a YouTube channel, or want to start running a YouTube channel, or a parent doing the 9 to 5 and are thinking or running a YouTube channel. So I hope this podcast is going to be valuable to you guys, because I'm trying to break it down as to how I process this. And I didn't mention it in the beginning because when you're new doing this YouTube thing, it's kind of like it doesn't seem like a reason to bring it up, because you're still trying to kind of like find yourself, right? And there's really no need to mention it, other than what I was doing in the very beginning, which was the beer reviewing and stuff like that. And then fast forward when not exactly, maybe not running out of ideas, but just like it just started kind of catching up, because it's like trying to find the right time to do the YouTube thing, searching out, because there's beer hunting. I actually had to like leave the house and look for something that's actually worth talking about and reviewing and stuff like that. And then there's trying to do all of that while still staying in tune with the family, I guess, what I was trying to say. And sorry, my throat is still trying to clear. And the 9 to 5, I guess we'll start from the very beginning, because I'm gonna start from the beginning of the day to the very end. So waking up a little extra early, getting my 6-year-old to school, going to work. And the thing about that part, the 9 to 5, because in YouTube, especially if you're doing this all by yourself, if you don't have like a team or employees or stuff like that to help you out, and you're doing this all completely solo, the 9 to 5, it just was not even just a 9 to 5. It's pretty much all the time. You're constantly thinking about ideas. You're constantly trying to, come up with something fresh, something new, something not repetitive, and at the same time doing your 9 to 5, doing it as best as you can and as good as you can, especially when it comes to my field. I have to make sure things run okay, and just ring things run smoothly. Basically, it's a lot of thinking, and that's the thing. When it comes to the YouTube thing, it's just nothing but thinking, constant thinking. Like I said, trying to think of the next idea, trying to think of the next video, trying to think of the next title, trying to think of the next thumbnail, trying to think of the next descriptions, trying to think of all this shit. And again, at the same time, trying to run my 9 to 5 smoothly. It's just constant switching on and off from 9 to 5 ideas, 9 to 5 ideas, 9 to 5 ideas. And then come home, kind of, that's like the part that kind of like I get looser, much more what's it called, much more clear-headed. That's what I'm trying to that's what I was trying to think of. A much more clear-headed, because that's like one of the main things that kind of get me through everything, really. The family, coming home and just like taking that that breather, right? Because the 9 to 5, any job is stressful. Any job is stressful. I'm not saying that the YouTube thing is stressful, but it's definitely, to me, it's the most funnest thing to do. I think I might have mentioned this in a past podcast or video that I've been doing videos since like high school, skateboarding videos, hella fun stuff. But yeah, I've been doing the video thing for a very long time, so it's been just like, it's just fun for me. It's always been just fucking fun for me. And anyways, the coming back from the 9 to 5 back home to the family is just just again, just clear-headed. Even though I'm thinking about all things all at once, I come home and it's like a breather. And then, hang out with the kids, play with the kids, hang out with the wife, helping out around the house and stuff. And then, every now and then the switch comes up again, because idea, this and that. And it's just like that, really. It's just constant thinking, and at the same time just doing the everyday life. The everyday life is just, like I said, the regular job, and the wife and kids, stuff like that, or spouse, depending on you. It's just a matter to balance all those three things out. I mean, I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing this thing for like 3 years, and I still feel like there's something else that I can do. There's still, like, I feel like there's still something else that I can tweak to make things a little bit smoother. It's just a matter of it coming to me. But again, the way that I do it is that just not try. First of all, don't get overwhelmed, because that is going to be that's going to be the number one thing that's going to happen, like without fail. Being overwhelmed, being frustrated, trying to figure out your timing, which also will be frustrating. Just making sure you pick out your days to do the side hustle, because again, the YouTube thing, it's basically a side hustle, the YouTube thing. No matter which way you look at it, even though you're starting off and you're not seeing anything financially coming in, but it's just a matter of how long can you hold on,
how patient you are, how creative you are, and just seeing how far you can go, or how far you want to go. So that's one of the things that you have to think about um, when you're doing a side hustle, not necessarily YouTube. It could be absolutely anything, right? But that's one of the main things. If you're doing that whole juggling three things all at once, like I do, um, even if you're just doing two things all at once, it's still a challenge within itself. But that's one of the things, one of the many things. Don't get overwhelmed. Stay focused, and if you're actually being serious about your side hustle, may I suggest, before anything else, stop, sit down, think, and think to yourself, I'm gonna continue giving my 100% at my 9 to 5, because that's bringing in the bacon, right? That's what's bringing in the bacon. Um, and don't go to your 9 to 5 with the idea that the side hustle is what I really really want to do. So because of that, I'm just not gonna enjoy going to my 9 to 5. That's my suggestion to you guys. Because if you go to your 9 to 5 with that mentality, it's gonna lead to a very very easy burnout. Um, what's it called? Because if you focus, if your mentality is that the side hustle is what I really really want to do, and I'm gonna put in like all I got. I'm gonna go all in on it, and then go into the 9 to 5 with just the idea that I don't I don't want to be here and this and that. It's gonna and that is gonna actually come and bite you right back in the ass. To be honest with you, um, do the side hustle. Think and think this to yourself. Think that I'm gonna do my best with this side hustle. I'm gonna give it all I got, but I'm gonna also go at it in a certain pace to be able to go to my 9 to 5 and not feel completely stressed out, not counting the stress that work already comes with. But I'm not going to pile on the idea that um, I want the side hustle to be, what's going to be bringing in my income. Like I gotta focus on the 9 to 5 as much as I can, uh, with whatever I can, at the same time doing that side hustle. Um, because if, again, like I said, if you think of it that way, it's going to make things a lot more easier for your 9 to 5 and your side hustle. Because like I've been saying, you can't go you can't go all in the side hustle unless, like, I don't know, you're living in your parents' basement or something, or I don't know, something along those lines. And in which case, then I guess, go for it. Uh, the single bachelors are probably a little bit easier, right? Because it's like they got not much going on, so they can probably pull it off and stuff like that. So, um, that's pretty cool for you guys. But again, it comes down to doing two things all at once, which is, again, still challenging, but that's just life, right? That's just how it is. And then doing the whole family and the YouTube thing, it's a little bit, I think that one is trickier. The reason is because, you know, The family lives here. The family lives at home, right? So you got to do the side hustle, but do it in a way where it's just not gonna get in the way of the family time. And like I said, it's taken me, I want to say almost the 3 years. It's taken me almost the 3 years to kind of like figure things out, get a schedule. Um that's probably a really really good one. Get a schedule, pick days, guys, pick days, because and be flexible. Be flexible and be smart about it. I'm going to give you guys an example of this. When was it? The the live that I did with my good friend Alex. Shout out to Alex. Um, we pre-recorded. I'm not a big fan of these, but we pre-recorded a video to go on live for Thursday. And this is the flexibility that I'm talking about. The Thursday that the video that went live on that very Thursday was my she just turned 2, my 2-year-old's birthday. And you got to be flexible because yes, again, like I said, if you are being serious with the side hustle and you have certain days that you dedicate the side hustle to, which is great, that works out. It works in your favor. But again, also you got to be flexible. You got to be flexible with the family, man. Um, with the 9 to 5 as well. Luckily, my 9 to 5 just works perfectly with my YouTube schedule. I've been saying side hustle, but you know, I'll just keep saying side hustle just to kind of like in general, keep it in general. So yeah, my 9 to 5 just works perfectly with the hustle, with the side hustle, and so that's pretty awesome. But I know there's like certain jobs out there that's like gets in the way of it, or the 9 to 5 takes too much time to do the side hustle, and then you're staying up till like 3, 4, 6 in the morning, stuff like that, and then you have to go to work the next hour or so. So again, find your days, get a schedule, pick your days, and make that work. And the example that I was talking about my 2-year-old's birthday, that was me finding a way. You got to problem solve, and in my 9 to 5, my job is problem solving. So that's kind of like not trained, but learned how to do. So that's another one, guys. Just stay focused, keep a schedule. That's like very, very, very helpful tool. It really, really is, guys. It just makes it much more easier. It makes it easier to visibly see what days will work, what days will not work, and what you can do to fix whenever something comes up. So I cannot emphasize how important the schedule is now that I'm actually really, really thinking about this. Like I said, these podcasts, man, they're not scripted. It's just all here. It's all in the hips. No, I'm kidding. It's all from up here. And yeah, just really get that schedule, guys. But that's how it is with the side hustling and doing the family thing. But I'm pretty sure there's other different ways to go about it. The 9 to 5 and the family, I mean, that's just a thing that's just been happening since like the caveman days or something. I don't know. 9 to 5, come back home and just chill with the fam, um, play with the kids, um, hug, kiss the wife. Shout out to my wife. And so I guess there's not really much to really. There's no really much input there for the reason, like, again, it's like regular 9 to 5 and coming home. It's just like a thing. But like I said, putting in a different obstacle, the side hustle, like we've been talking about, it just makes it a little bit more challenging. Now, the side hustling, whether it be YouTube or something completely different, um, you also got to keep in mind, because if you are somebody out there who is working in a regular 9 to 5 and doing side hustles, you should probably really think about uh, what it is that you are juggling here, because um, you got to keep the 9 to 5. If you have the job and doing the side hustle, keep the 9 to 5. Don't quit the job. Don't quit the job if the side hustle isn't bringing anything or bringing in uh, amount for you to actually quit the job. Because I've heard some stories like that, man. And, I get that you want to make the side hustle. You want to make it your thing. It's your passion, and you want to do your passion, and you want your passion to be what brings in your income, right? I totally 1,000% that. But if you got your 9 to 5 and you are, you're doing the side hustle at the same time, but the side hustle is not bringing and or not bringing enough to cover your expenses, then you probably should hold on. Just hold on a little bit longer, man. Hold on a little bit longer. And that's where the whole the what I was mentioning earlier, the mentality thing. You gotta think that you can keep going with the 9 to 5. Think that this is what needs to be done. I'm gonna give it all, and I'm gonna keep working on the side hustle, but stay focused. You gotta stay focused, because it's very easy to, again, get overwhelmed, get frustrated, get burnt out, and just easily quit, which is another subject. Um, Try your best, stay in line, and, don't quit. There's real emergency situations where you just have to pull the plug. Then, to each their own, do what you got to do, right? But there's always something. There's always something. So maybe you're doing your 9 to 5 and you're doing a side hustle, but then the side hustle just does not seem to work out. There's always something else, man. There's always something. The best example that I can give is before, and this I never probably mentioned this one in anything in the channel. I mean, so before the Booze and Chill channel, there was another channel I did, and like only like a few friends of mine know about this. Before the Booze and Chill channel, there was a channel that was just strictly under my name, my actual name, and in that channel, I would make music. Which, by the way, I've been thinking about doing again. So leave it in the comment section in the video podcast. Should I start making music again? Because I've been wanting to lately, and I miss making music. So yeah, before the Boost and Chill channel, there was again the YouTube channel under just my name, and where I would make music, and it started with what I would call Metal Mondays. Again, only a few people know about this, and on Metal Mondays, I mean, just like it sounds, I would play heavy music on Mondays. That's really all that's really all I think I had. Like, again, I was just starting. I had certain amount of gear, and this was at the time that my firstborn was around. Like, she was a baby, like straight out of the hospital. Um, and I'm over here trying to do the music in the channel, and trying to handle a very, very needy crying baby. My wife needing help and stuff like that, and it just got to a point where I just said, you know what, I can't do this. I can't do the YouTube thing and the baby at the same time. um so I pulled the plug on that, and that's when um I kind of sort of regret it. But at the same time, I started learning from that mistake. That's another thing, man. You got to learn from the mistakes. Um, I kept going. I didn't keep going with the channel, but I kept looking into how to be able to be the parent that I want to be, but at the same time do what I want to do. At the same time, turning what I want to do into a side hustle, which is where I'm at right now. And I don't exactly make anything right now, but I do enjoy it, and I do have a lot of practice. I have certain skills. I have certain knowledge that I was able to uh, get in the process of trying to start another YouTube channel. And that's just I think that's just the one of the coolest things that you can do for yourself is just don't stop learning. Don't stop learning. If you have a side hustle and you're still in the phase of trying to adapt and trying to figure things out and just trying to make it work, do not stop. If it's really what you want to do, I mean, I probably should. I shouldn't even be telling you to stop, because you're probably not. Because when there's something you want to do, you're just not going to stop. You're not going to stop. It's something that you like. It's a passion. You want to do that passion, and you want that passion. Sorry, to be your source of income. That's just the American dream. That's what people like you and I want to do. That's the goal. It's just um, doing what you love to do, getting into a job that doesn't even feel like a job, loving what you're doing, getting paid for it, and just having the freedom of just being able to create or whatever it is that you're doing at any given time, whenever you can, whenever you want to, but still having some income coming in from it. Again, that's the American dream, man. And like I said, staying in that mentality of just like staying focused. Excuse me, getting a little burpy. Staying focused, and again, thinking to yourself at your 9 to 5, um, not so much that you're not going to be there soon, but more like wording it like I'm going to keep being here. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my job, but I don't want to be here forever. That's probably the best way to word it. You think about it this way, and you have that mentality, then you'll be good. You'll be golden. You won't feel the struggles of your regular job. It's not going to completely drain you. It's also going to keep you. It's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you energized for when your regular job is done and done with, after you clock out, I mean, you'll still have the energy to do your side hustle, whatever it may be. Because, like I said, if you don't have that mentality, and you have this mentality of like, oh shit, my fucking job, like, oh fucking here again, or fuck, I still got this other, like in my case, I still got this other project, this other video that I still am not done with, and I still gotta fucking go on through the end of the fucking day, and I gotta take my kids, or I promise my kids I will take them here, or blah blah blah, or something. Don't don't stay don't think like that, because that mentality will drag your ass down. I'm telling you by experience. Um, and then when it comes to the side hustle and the family, again, it's just picking your days, which has worked just for me. It's worked wonders. It's worked wonders um because it's on a schedule. It's on a physical schedule that we can all see. We'll schedule, like, for instance, I don't remember what's coming up. There's a couple things coming up right now. And then so I gotta have a game plan to be able to keep doing what I do, which is like what you're watching or listening to right now, which is the podcast. Pre-record it as soon as possible. Um, Prep some lives, prep whatever it may be. Um, but that's the main thing. It's just making sure you got everything uh right where you want it, planned out. It's important that you plan it out. Scheduling and planning, man, it's just like the main keys to like doing this. You don't have a game plan, and you don't have a schedule, it's going to it's just gonna fucking burn you the fuck out. I'm telling you, again, by experience. um Something you don't want to go through. Burnout is not fun. It's not healthy. It's not fun. It will affect your 9 to 5, your family, as well as your side hustle. You're not gonna focus. You're gonna be such a fucking bad mood. Like, I'm telling you by experience. Um, so the biggest takeaway from all this, because it's basically have a good, clear, and what's the word looking for? A good, clean, clear, and stressful free way of thinking. That is like my biggest thing that I can tell you. Don't stress out. Stay calm. Stay positive. Be patient. Focus. Have a schedule. Have a game plan. And trust me, it'll work out. It will really work out. Again, this is coming from somebody with experience. I don't have like a lot of experience doing all of this, but 3 years, man, they may pass by very quickly. I'll tell you that. The 3 years will pass by real fast, but 3 years is 3 years. 3 years is a lot. And it's that's mainly those are my advices to the people out there watching and or listening, who are parents, who are married, who have jobs, and doing the side hustle, whatever it may be. Just have a good, clean, stress-free mentality, because it's got to start. It's got to start within you before anything else. If you're gonna go into this with just like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do it because, whatever the case is, insert negative thing here, it's gonna bite you in the ass. It's gonna bite you in the ass, and it's just not gonna work out, plain and simple. So to finish this off, or to the final the last call. I'm gonna call them now. This is the last call for you people out there who are quite possibly not enjoying your 9 to 5. Whether you may or may not have a spouse and or kids, but there's a side hustle. Um, Stay focused, stay clear, and like I said, schedule, game plan. For those of you out there who have all of those things, same advice. Same advice goes to all of y'all. Just make sure you take care of yourself before you get yourself into all of this, because it's got challenges. It's got challenges. But with these challenges, you will come out a much more stronger person. I can totally 100% tell you, you will come out a better person. You're going to put in work that you thought that you would never put in. You're going to study whatever it is that you're doing on the side hustle. You're going to work extra hard, not excluding the 9 to 5, and all the energy that you put into your family. The times that you go out to eat, go out to events, go out to family what's the word I'm looking for? Family get-togethers. There we go. All the energy that you put into that, all the energy that you put into your 9 to 5, all the energy that you put into your side hustle, it's all got to start within you. Because if you don't got that down before anything else, you're setting yourself up for failure. So think about that, guys. And that pretty much concludes this podcast. I think I gave a lot of value today. I explained how how I juggle the regular job, the family, and the side hustle, which being the YouTube thing. I hope that all of you really take my advice to heart. It's my personal advice. Take it with a grain of salt. Depends on what it is you're doing, what your situation, how your lifestyle is. Just make sure you figure it out. You figure it out well, and you make it work as best as possible. That's all I gotta say for that, guys. So that's it for that. Thank you all for tuning in for the Booze&Chill Buzzcast podcast. And if you are in the audio podcast, there's a section there that allows you to rate the podcast. If you can do me a huge solid and go in there and rate it, it could be all 5 stars, much more recommended for the 5 stars. I think it's 5 stars, or whatever you think is fair to the podcast. I'm not pushing anything, but the 5 stars, man, let me tell you. Anywho, and also, if you want to hear more or see more of the Booze and Chill and or myself, if you are into what I like, if you like what I bring to the table, may you go check out patreon.com/boozeandchill.com. You get exclusive content, you get behind the scenes, you get early releases, and tiers start at $3. You also get much higher chances of winning giveaways, which hint might be happening soon. You get much higher chances of winning them if you are a Patreon member. So, and of course, follow all Booze and Chill socials. I'm always doing random stuff on the stories. And that's it for that, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, much good luck to you guys. I hope you guys figure things out. And leave a like right down there if this brought any value to you at all. And subscribe if you're into podcasts or into alcoholic beverages of all kinds of styles, from beers, cocktails, liquors. I also do movies, sometimes food, and music If you're into all those things, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification for the next upcoming video and or podcast. And that is it for that, guys. I will see you in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. And for those of you wondering, what is that gross green stuff he's drinking? I forget what it is, but it's got a lot of super greens and stuff like that. So yeah, gotta stay healthy, man. That's another one. Stay healthy, stay focused, work with yourself, and then jump into it. See if that works out. Stay safe out there, stay focused, and like I said, I'm gonna keep drinking if you keep watching. You get it. Cheers.